So this is from the subreddit Confessions. I can finally acknowledge that I was completely unaware that I was in an abusive relationship until Reddit users told me. It has been 2 years and 6 months since I made a Reddit account and, under the cover of being anonymous, started to randomly share things about my life. I was mad at the users saying my husband was a textbook narcissist because I was posting in search of answers to the mental health struggles that I felt he was victim to. I deleted my accounts multiple times, switched up my wording to change whatever triggered the abuse comments, and I'd post again to continue my search for answers. Never got by, y'all, even once. LOL. So I want to apologize to the users that I argued with when they told me I was in an abusive relationship and I needed to protect my children. It was those specific users that opened my eyes to the control I was under. They never accused me of doing wrong by my children, but did beg me to take action for the sake of my children. No one ever attacked me in these posts, but they were direct and honest, even when I got incredibly defensive. I obviously see how ridiculous I was being, and I just want to thank you all for your kindness and apologize for getting upset with some of you. Reddit actually did change my life and the lives of my children. With my divorce hearing in 9 days, I just want to say I did listen to you, Reddit. I did take action to protect my children and myself. I am set up to obtain sole legal custody of our son we had together. I have a daughter, not with him, and she is safe as well. Thank you.
This whole post?
This whole post.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Gosh, I almost want to go see like the whole progression of everything, but
I know.
I mean, it does show like if you have a community that can come together and read between the lines and like, again, it's so hard to see things when you're in them.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it's impossible to have any sort of outside perspective and not want to fight everyone that comes in and says there's problems because you're in it and you've been in it. And it's why would you believe someone coming in? Yeah, of course you're going to be defensive.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to like prove the people wrong that are not giving you the answer that you want. And I just think that it's really cool to have a community like that that has the power just so simply through posting and commenting on stories, and it can lead to such amazing outcomes. It can really help people through things. I mean, it's like therapy.
It is. I mean, Reddit is a really safe space for a lot of people, a lot of different issues. I think, like looking at the mental health ones we've talked about, and I think it was on our Patreon. I don't think it ever made it to YouTube, but it was the one about a man who, I think it was a guy. Don't be mad at me if I'm misremembering this, but it was about a person who had schizophrenia and his friends were playing a massive trick on him for months.
Yeah, that was fucked. I was on that.
Yeah, and so he talked about how there's so many great like mental health resources on Reddit, and he like shared a bunch. He was like r/schizophrenia and this and that, and it's like for people that are struggling, especially if you live in a rural area where you don't have a lot of support or mental health services, or you even can't afford mental health services. I mean, this is just incredible. Like, it's an incredible safe space. And yeah, you're going to have some trolls and shit posters, you know, that's the internet, but
that's the beauty of the upvoting too, because when there's a comment
that's good, yeah.
And it really speaks, then, you know, everyone will put it up there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing for her.
This is amazing. And it sounds like, it sounds, just looking at her other posts, like, QFam knowingly exposed my 2-year-old to COVID. I drew the line at my toddler's health and safety. The post we read, I can finally acknowledge that I was completely unaware.
Yeah.
And then the most recent, y'all, I'm about 3 hours away from freedom from Q spouse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I think I honestly didn't really know much about Reddit before all of this.
Yeah.
But it is just not only a very entertaining space, but also just such a helpful and amazing community.
Yeah. I know. I just want to read one of the top comments on this one because in case anyone does need it, there are some really good resources they share. So the top comment goes, "You have no need to apologize. You were suffering, and when you're in an abusive relationship, that shit fucks with you. You just needed time to let it sink in. Congrats on empowering yourself. Unfortunately, it does not end here. Getting away from the abuse is definitely a huge accomplishment and will stop the abuse, but the trauma can affect you for years and years. So please do not neglect your mental health and look into trauma healing resources. Here's some general ones. Check out my," and then they link emotional resources. I wrote this, but I don't want to put a wall of text here, so I hope they help you. Some subreddits that can help: r/raised by narcissists, r/end relationships, r/heal from your past, r/CPTSD, and then someone replies back and they go, "I'd like to add r/life after narcissism."
That's cool.
Yeah, amazing. Someone goes, "The confusion is the trap. I've not known a single person who could see it without the help of a third party. That's why it works. You're trapped in the cycle of desperately trying to understand what the fuck is happening. Only once you stop trying to understand can you be freed. Congratulations, OP. I wish you many happy years and full custody."
Well said. Wow.
I know. OP goes, "You described this perfectly."
Yeah.
Amazing. A bunch of people share other resources in the comments and just more supportive things, and just it looks like some people share their stories, but someone goes, "This made me cry." As someone
Yeah.
who spent too much time and not enough support, I wish I had Reddit. I wasted 5 years of my life in abuse. I'm so happy for you and your children, and thanks, Reddit.
I love it.
Yeah, thanks, Reddit. But like, thank you to all the commenters. Like, thank you for all these people that,
Right.
give good advice and really try to help people.
Well, I think that's what Thanks Reddit encompasses. I mean,
Yeah.
Reddit is the community. It's all the people commenting and posting and just putting yourself out there, or taking time to help people,
Yeah.
or even like on some of the other ones, just coming up with amazing ways to solve the weird experiences in life and just all the stuff you have to go through, or just sharing funny, like, I don't know, everything.
Everything. I actually saved another one too. I won't read, but I saved another one just like to speak to what you're saying too. And it was titled "First Time Baker Seeking Advice to Surprise Partner for Christmas." And they were like, "I've never baked anything significant like a pie or cake from scratch," but they were trying to bake their partner a pie that their grandmother used to make them. And Reddit came together to give this person all these like baking tips and just like help them on their
Yeah.
baking journey.
I know, it's crazy.
I know, and it came up when I was home for the holidays baking with my grandma, and Justin actually got to help this year too, which was really cool. But my holiday tradition is baking Christmas cookie trays with my grandma, and last year we did like 500 cookies. This year we did a little less, but like
Seemed just about the same.
like over 350 for sure. So
Will Reddit help with this?
Reddit helped with your coin? Yeah, I did. I reached out to Reddit when I was trying to find Justin a ancient coin last year for a holiday present. So
I know.
Reddit's
I'm getting myself on Reddit some more. I have to. It's too cool to not. I mean, come on.
there's so many good stories. So many good stories. I just love it so much.